start something that kind of looks like a soda can.
Oh yeah. Like, it's not gonna filter every single freaking noise. I just need it to be filtering out the general, you know, ambience that usually is going on.
Now I'm hearing a voice.
And, yes, that's as intended. You don't need to tell me about that. You might want to do something about that voice. It's distracting from the cat girls.
Yeah, people might think you're not a cat girl in real life.
I'm not even playing a cat girl in the game.
Wait, there are classes that aren't cat girls?
Yeah, classes, not races.
Well, yeah, because all the races are cat girls.
You for 21 players. Now, funny how it tries to go. It has to try to go to the loading screen first. I could join a free company. Company chest. Oh, because yeah, I must have just got accepted in. That's why it's giving me these stuff. Oh wait, hold on. So I have the free company option now.
Yeah. I mean, I think most of everything is locked down, but don't just run through and steal from the chest.
What if I put random shit in the chest?
I just constantly fill the chest with the most useless stuff.
Yes, that's my kind of prank.
You fill every thing with just a single honey, and when they try to take it out, you just quickly put more honey in.
No, what if I stuff it with something that's technically useful, but also not useful at the same time, like the gill from quests? I have wait, there's actions? Man's best friend. Oh, these are all like passive ones. There are no active actions. Oh boy, my EXP is increased. What like, not already.
You can always play another class.
Okay, remember, $1 of class job. Oh, some people are in another world. You're in another world.
Yeah, I'm in the world of darkness.
And then someone's away from keyboard. Wouldn't that also qualify as in another world? What do you think about it?
I think that's more being a different character.
Oh. Okay, so you're playing someone who's not... I mean, the BFK is playing. Well, I don't think Ohio is a zone in Final Fantasy, so I'm pretty sure it's still another world.
I mean, not yet, but you never know what the next expansion will be.
The ARG expansion? You actually use the companion app, and it puts your character on the GPS map. See, so it's obviously I'm ranking for it, right?
Yeah.
I'm not authorized to make a short message. You have a Discord, but I can't click on it. It's probably not wise to be flashing that on stream, is it?
Yeah, you shouldn't be.
Good thing my cursor was blocking at least 2 of the letters, and it's a really small font, and I'm also not popular. And it's gonna be like a 3-hour stream, so people have to find it at 3 hours. And I didn't do it literally first thing. And they also, thankfully, it's not like one of those fancy, like, custom, like... If it did cause problems, they can delete the invite and make it move to their actions to circumvent any possible mistakes. If it became an issue. Also, it's right on the freaking, like, main page of the freaking public company, so it's kind of a hard place to avoid flashing. What's the actual name of it? Because it just abbreviates out.
I can't look. Right now I'm in Melba duty.
Okay, I'd look right now, but someone playing the Dwarf Fortress is in the way? Okay, good. God, quit playing Dwarf Fortress! I'm trying to click on my buttons. It was under socialism. Oh, okay. Future Foundation. Because Final Fantasy was already taken. Actually, wouldn't Future Foundation be like the exact opposite of Final Fantasy? Because you're planting an actual foundation that's there for the future. Anyway, I need to go to Lisama. Or Limsa. Lamanusa. Find more ways to mispronounce it. Legma Lamagasa. I just being dumb. Is it Amisa? The pirate town.
Yeah, Lamisa.
Amisa. Okay. But I'm actually trying to pronounce it. I was gonna say, this place looks a bit more dark gray than I remember, but then I look up and it's like rain. Yeah, Emerald's been expecting you. Say the word, I'll take you to your. No, I came this way and walked right in front of you to say no.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding, refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Dude, the charges against it have not been made public.
Sharp as ever, Master Elfino. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
Well...
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Rauban a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Oh, so they don't know she's dead yet.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Rauban is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphino. Following his capture, Rauban had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Rauban, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Our friends of Doma, oh boy. Wait until they come. survival is vital to the Alliance. We can ill afford to lose. But I cannot send troops to Ulda, but spell the end of the Alliance. Or, like as not, there is to be a rescue. It falls upon you and yours to attempt. Oh, I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braze, and I who take responsibility for their act. Spoken like a true leader, by the way, for a first step, you should seek out our Dominion contact. You'll find her among the frontier hands at Rivenant's Toll, working in the kitchen. Okay, let's do it. Friend rescuing time, right? Also, the other thing that's weird too is like, okay, this game explicitly doesn't let other players be in you with your solo stuff. Like, Star Wars: The Old Republic already had that figured out. Or basically, any other players in your story would just be like, oh, we're just random people you hired to be with you. I'm occasionally hearing random noise from here, like there's a people on your mic.
Oh.
It feels a bit inconsistent, though. Like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not constant, but I can't find a pattern to it. And I don't know if you're just occasionally rubbing your mic or what. Wait, our duty and support and trust the same thing, basically. Sorta. Or the unsynced options or DF. No idea, people try to find it out. Doing. I really think like spray bottle at some point. This Lifeball isn't effectively whiskey. They're like practically throwing it like into the air with their whiskey.
Mm.
You don't usually at least keep the whisk in the bowl when you're whisking. Oh no, this place doesn't have a vehicle near it. Time to drive across the zone. Oh yeah, right, I can fly here. I forgot about that.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
Lady Ugiri!
Master Alphino. I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to record it. For a time, I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Ralbarn is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you. With me!
Do I just walk in the front door? I'm guessing they didn't really make a proper stealth mission. Okay. Oh yeah, we just barge in and kill everyone. So when they give you the 30-minute timer, I feel like it's more of a making sure people don't AFK at too many of these instances, more of the challenge kind of timer. Oh wait, blue circle just means analyzes it, right?
Yeah.
When your friendly priest pulls you out of your useful circle. Yeah, no, I wish I knew where that, like, water spray bottle went. One, two, three. I don't think a DPS should be saying leave this to me to tank. So there's something funny about being the shortest one in the group and being the tank.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How is he gassing the room? This gate isn't exactly airtight. Where's the source of the mist? I don't think destroying the mist would get rid of the poison that's already in here. Apparently I have 394 boil bags.
Oh, nice.
Why do I keep them to stay fresh so I can... This is the thing, you have to boil the eggs in the shell and...
Yeah, I think so.
The making boiled eggs really isn't that. health. No, you're at half health. You probably shouldn't run ahead of me like that. Unfortunately, most ally NPCs on quest don't count as party members, so I can't use my ability on them to take their damage for them. Unlike the one guy from Final Fantasy XIII. Now you're buzzing. That's gone. I wonder what that was. Could have been something in the game for all I know. But it was specifically on my right ear, whatever it was. Yeah, there it is again. Yep, see it right there. Might be just my headset buzzing on its own. I don't see in any like the volume meters I have.
Oh.
Like my actual like headset just buzzing itself. Isn't like a hardware issue with my headset, not like. Well, someone said something, chat. Wait, you don't lose the apartment, like, and then that scene started. I couldn't read it.
It is over, Ilberd. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, clever little shite. If you think you fight for justice, lad, you'd best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves? They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? No.
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alphino. Now is not the time.
Yeah, that might be like push to talk. Just constant tap, 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 tap.
The fool.
Alright.
And still you came for me. I'm on your dead.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
Wait, not only that, but I'm pretty sure your tapping is like tapping the volume when they're upset. The tapping's even louder than you're talking.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life.
Why do I sense the presence of a powerful mark?
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? How can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
It's not safe here, but that'll beat the voice acting budget for today's already low. Let's go out and have this conversation in text. Or are they still going to talk? Oh, yeah, it's in text. Wait, we're going back to Wicked Sands? Because I can use my Smash Brothers invite, right? I get rid of him. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I just have to go down like one cave passage, but still. Or I just put him in the bank or something. I think I made the false assumption at some point that I was done going to the Wicked Sands when we moved headquarters.
Yeah.
But there's still a question why they don't just put a freaking teleport crystal there.
Hmm.
I mean, is there like some important lore reason why it's not there? Or...
Hmm.
Yeah, I seem to be lacking my teleporting Smash Brothers. Video playing in the background?
Wait, what?
No, I hear her voice sometimes. I wonder if you're getting like feedback from the speaker. It's only while you're typing, so it's not loud enough to activate your mic, just in between clicks I like hear a voice.
I can go back to, I can go to push talk when I'm done with the Thundering.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin!
My son. And Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance? Of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
So someone switched the poison before it actually assassinated her.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like, oh, he wasn't good. You know what I mean? Like, the person who intended to kill her did intend to kill her, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Probably the best way they could have resolved that without actually killing her.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
An item is actually an upgrade. The ring.
Is it working?
Back to the Holy See.
Can
Yeah, it's in the...
you hear me now?
Maybe just play on the talk when I,
Alright, I'll quit spamming the button.
Yeah, I mean, two options would be either push the talk or toggle mute option, but... Although every time you press it, I actually hear the press of you pressing the push the talk button.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the... It means the keycap is getting pressed before you've pressed it all the way down. Like, or the sound just takes longer to sound than push the button. I guess sound isn't as fast as the speed of light or some shit, you know?
I think sound might be slower than the speed of sound.
Of course, I have to kind of try to make my... You know?
Yeah.
I don't even for why my keyboard's not as clunky. Although I did put this back up. What I need to do is buy another one of those damn, like, S-cards, right? Because I hate how many multi-level areas there are in this game when you're relying entirely on a 2D map. Especially when it's just a very thin line that's hard to see, dividing the levels, so it's like, oh, it looks like I should be able to walk straight there, but no, it's up, I have to go around and take the stairs. I wonder if there'll be a dungeon soon, it's been a while. Actually, it has been a while since there was a dungeon in the story. We also had an entire arc without one. I say almost because I haven't finished the arc yet, not necessarily that I know there's a dungeon in it.
I was going to say I'm back, but I realized I forgot to grab a soda.
Oh. I took the last one that's currently out of the fridge, so... Unless you want to have the lost energy drink. There.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, that one got bent because it froze. I don't know if it's still frozen because I moved it to the lower part of the fridge. I realized that only that one can froze because it was directly touching the cooling unit. I can now accept the next class job quest.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your Lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
You're like a pony top.
Oh.
Thankfully, though, this phone does have fast charging, so if I complete most of it, it only takes like an hour to go. And it's still at 72. Yeah, the battery's not like last for weeks kind of good, but it's like it lasts all day and it charges pretty fast. Well, I mean, it could last weeks if I turned off like super phone only mode. Did you hear about there being actually like the political discussion on whether or not to keep the law that all phones must have access to 911? And this rose up because there were people selling these phones that were only good for calling 911. Meaning they didn't need phone service or anything. And of course, the discussion has to do with all the constant, like, the biggest issue 911's facing right now. Too many people, like, accidentally butt dialing them. Ironically, the open access to 911 might actually be causing less people who actually need it to have access. Just due to all the, you know, unintentional false calls going in. Hey, Ferris. Do it. There.
Is Ferris on camera?
No, because camera's not a good thing. There's no way to get Ferris on camera without showing off all this damage. You might see him fly past the window, like, for a second, like a cat shadow. So. And he's walking away anyway. Oh boy, I have to win a raid for the stupid Pokemon Go thing. Like, that's gonna happen anytime soon. If it does, it's gonna be like the most boring way possible. What was that?
Normal or Alliance?
Wait, what game are we talking about? I was looking at Pokemon Go for a second.
You said we need to do a raid, normal or Alliance.
That's a, yeah, I was looking at the Pokemon Go mission before closing it. When people comment about the fact that, like, hey, would a Pokemon Go MMO, like, sell, or would, like, how well would it actually do? And my comment's like, I think Pokemon Go is probably the best we'll get out of a Pokemon MMO. Because the thing is, Pokemon Go is popular, but it's popular among a lot of non-gamers. You know, the kind of people that don't play MMOs. Like, I think you have a lot more people drawing pictures of Pikachu and watching the anime than this, and, like, collecting cards but not playing it, than playing the video game. Just because, like, you know, the cute animal design and stuff, you know? Like, Pokemon's so popular that no one form factor is as popular as the whole, you know?
I don't know why I thought you said drawing Pikachu's butt.
Oh no, there are a lot of people buying Pikachu USB butt outlets. Because, I mean, who wouldn't, right? Hey, listen, I know where to put the USB port. It's good because it's so bad. You know what I mean? Does this guild have a guild building somewhere in the world? Out of curiosity, not that I want to go there right now, but
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like we're the... I guess someone else is on, but they're not in the building either.
Yeah, this guild doesn't seem like the most active thing in the world. It's just like, hey, we're in a guild to be in a guild, to have the guild benefits. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. You gotta miss Clan Iron, dude. They were... Brim tells us, like, yeah, he was an elf, but then, like, over a weekend, he, like, created a dwarf and got to the max level. and the family has, like, this command center. It's like, you know, you go in there, it's like Star Trek with all the games on different monitors. It's...
I want the defenses of the outer ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit, the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan.
The Great Dragoon and the Warrior of Light doing something together. Alright, go ahead. Also, like, okay, I can't promise the plan will work, but even if it doesn't, it will at least delay the attack. The worst case scenario. Playing the pipe and oh, it's an out-of-character cutscene.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
Yo, this reminds me of the Forever
And
Knights
what
from
of
Ben
Estinian
10.
and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Except Ben 10's thing was that the dragons were actually just some alien race that just happened to crash land on Earth. But regardless, the point is that because it happened thousands of years ago, the history...
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thornton.
Uh-oh. The white-robed guy turned into a black-robed guy. Important key word in between those words is robed.
Are you sure it's a robe that changed colors?
Well, I didn't see any skin, so I mean, I could have changed, yes. But that's not the important part. The robe is the important part. We're not racist, but it's black robes. You can trust a white guy. You can trust a white or black guy in a white robe, but you can't trust white or black people in black robes.
And you can always trust agents.
You can always trust agents regardless of robe color. Is that anti-racism? Like, being agent just makes them immune to the color condition? Anyway, we're in search of Ironheart. I mean, not Iron. God, wrong book. Iceheart. Yeah, then Ironheart was just straight bad guy. Period. There was no redeeming him.
Is Ironheart from Iron Man, or am I just dumb?
No, I mean, I would be surprised if there was an Ironheart in the Iron Man universe, but, no, Ironheart was like a book where, like, the entire world got superpowers except for it made them assholes if they used them.
Isn't that Steelheart, or am I thinking of something else?
Maybe it was Steelheart, you're right. Still, that is what I was thinking of when I said Ironheart. Like, Steelheart is what made me say Ironheart instead of Iceheart. I guess that the sequels aren't any good because they left some character cliffhangers. Like, they resolved the main plot, but a lot of the character plot still had cliffhangers. You know what I mean? But it is the clever way to make sure, like, your main story gets resolved, but yet there's still things in the sequel. Trying to have your cake and eat it too with the cliffhanger, not cliffhangerness of it.
So I want to tell people to join voice.
I mean, they can chat if they want, just no, I am playing Final Fantasy.
They can hop in with the new one, 16.
Also, you suddenly got louder. I don't know what you just did.
I might have been speaking louder. I don't know.
And you guys spend a lot of time, like, walking to one place, get a little bit of cutscene, and then walking somewhere else, get a bit more of it. And somewhere else.
Yeah.
Just curious, did you read any of the actual text going on before you just being like, hey, wanna hop in voice?
What should I have been?
Well, we were just having a pretty heavy conversation.
Huh?
Not that there's anything wrong with them hopping voice, but, you know, what we're talking about in Discord is probably not something, you know, that specific conversation is definitely not something we talk about in this first stream. So just having, like, I don't know, a little bit of text to be like, hey, this is unrelated, do you want to hop in voice, you know what I mean? Oh, you know what? There's a couple of the crystals I didn't actually click on in this sound, so I could teleport to the closest Aethernet crystal. But anyway, it wasn't necessarily the fact that you invited them, just, you know, the tone shit. I guess the tone shit was alright. Although, I did kind of was hoping to rope everyone the 7 days to die, since, like, everyone will soon. Assuming it doesn't keep crashing on you. What drives your operating system installed on anyway? Because that can't be on the portable drive. I mean, it could, but not given away, not based on information I know about how you form it. Let's see if we set something in here, yeah.
It's on my C drive.
How big is the C drive on your computer?
300 gigs.
Ouch. I mean, my drives are like 500 for the main drive, and then I have like a terabyte drive for an extra data drive. That's what came on my computer. And I've still been having trouble keeping them from filling up, just due to all the hundreds of various modded projects I've been doing. I might use that. Definitely use the bathroom break. Oh, where's the be right back text? There we go. I didn't unmute my mic when it came back. How long was I muted?
I don't know. I couldn't hear you.
Well, I mean, it's on a spoke.
And it was silent for
Does someone find Aether Currents again? For some reason, when I think of Aether Currents, since I haven't done it yet, I'm thinking of like Aurora Borealis.
Oh, alright.
Which probably isn't right. Like a sparkly thing on the ground or what?
Yeah, you'll know when you see them.
God, I hate that answer because like, yeah, you're right. I'll know it when I see it, but I haven't found one yet. I want to know like what looks like how.
Well, they're green, and they look like currents, like air. And they're in circles. So I guess green circles.
Yeah, wind up Alphanod. It wasn't even turned into Alphanod. Oh boy, another level save. Turns out, I cannot interrupt someone turning into a dragon. Who would have figured, right? And I also not really start watching this threat level. It's getting annoying.
Focus. Release.
Friday, 7:27 p.m.
What kind of fucking McDonald's has a message? What do I say? I want a burger tomorrow? What the?
Okay, so apparently there was a McDonald's voicemail. It caught them saying something like, what kind of McDonald's has a message? What, do you want a burger tomorrow? I mean, ignoring the fact that, one, sometimes we're just busy. Two, other times, you do operate with only like 2 or 3 people in the restaurant at certain hours.
Yeah.
And 3, if an employee is calling off, then leave a message or at least be proof that we called. Yeah, I kind of hate this little valley. It's just such a pain in the butt to get back up from the bottom. Unfortunately, I'm at the point where I pretty much have just the money I need for things. Plus a little bit of a buffer for, you know, expected auto damage and things.
Alright.
Think about food. What are you looking for? Oh, yeah. Okay. I somewhat wondered if the developer intended way of me to get there was to teleport back to town, to go to the quest area from town, rather than to try to go from one quest area directly to the other. Because the way these cliffs are shaped, it's starting to look like I should have just teleported to town, because it's leading me to town. Unless I was just going the wrong way altogether. Because going around the cliff would mean going outside the zone. Alright. God, this zone is anti-people that like to go to their destinations in straight lines. Because, like, I could have, if I followed the path, I'm sure that would have been fun, you know what I mean? But there's a giant cliff in the way, keeping you from going just straight there. And if you end up just trying to go around the path, go the wrong way. Or go around the cliff rather than following the path. I don't think it's intentional, I think, you know, but it's just kind of how that went. It might be another Asmongold-esque pizza dinner. I'm still playing extra cheese pepperoni. rescue some blue plus quests. Oh, I should do those ones, right? Which one was that?
At some point.
But I'm here now. Oh, that's an Aether Current thing. Some of the Aether Currents are quest. Wait, are all the Aether Currents quest rewards, or
Not all of them.
Oh. Yeah, because both these blue quests had the Aether Current quest reward.
Yeah, there should be 5 Aether Current quests and then 4 that you find on the open world.
Oh yeah, like oh yeah, the green swirly wind portal.
Yeah.
That's how you can describe them, the swirly wind portal. Or green swirly wind. Sounds like a portal is sucking in green air. Is there a track for that somewhere? Or?
Yes, under travel.
Oh, either. It gives me the option to pull up the map, but then the map doesn't really have any useful info. Yep, just find him yourself. Google it.
That's what the compass is for.
Compass? Where?
The compass? You know, the item you got?
Oh, where is it?
Your quest items.
Quest items? I don't see anything key item.
Oh, they must have moved it to collections.
Oh yeah, it is a collection. Oh, I mean, that works, but it's kind of annoying to be like, hey, it's this many YAMLs this way. Oh god, it even floods my, like, chat window, too. I get to dress the dragon black chocobo or not? Was that?
Somehow?
Somehow? Uh-oh. But basically, you've at least seen other players with black chocobo dressed up then.
Ah, I should have known it would be you. Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here. So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me, that which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elizan tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin, a war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name
the
was
dragons
Shiva.
were pushed aside by colonists.
Yep.
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Hraesvelgar, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elizan is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Hraesvelgar, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgar ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 2 It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Oh, hey, Nathan Curd for doing the MSQ.
Wait, what now?
I think I got one Nathan Curd for doing the MSQ. If you go somewhere, you don't have any to help them. And also the adjacent zone. Should I start like the other green for like if there's something?
Alright.
That's of course a dinner action, right? So there's something to go. There's something.
Beyond
oh, I just started the cutscene. No!
The great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind.
Hey, dragons. This is the WoW expansion.
Land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes. They came.
Wait a minute, they kind of wait, hold on. When I crossed the zone line, they kind of shortcutted me there. I think there's a whole zone between here and there that the cutscene skipped me through. Dragons don't hunt in the forest border, it seems. Final Fantasy. Have you for me? My chocobo is faster. There's the wild chocobo. Wait a minute. Talking to NPCs automatically dismounts you. Well, What the hell is casting a shadow over the cutscene? Oh, in the middle of the conversation the NPCs were having, lighting was shifting. The shadow was started casting over it! Oh, hey, this quest has a piece of armor with pluses on it. Alright, item level though. Yes it is. Da-da. What the I guess it's called a merge if you're going down or coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, wait a minute, that road, this road's really windy. Oh, it's a merge. Oh, what sucks more? The early shift, the fact that people don't seem to comprehend what having an early shift means. Like, they'll look at the clock and say 8 o'clock, like, oh, I have plenty of time. It's still not that late, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Ken's like, almost done at 5:42, it's now like 6:24, and I'm still like, gonna be done like soon enough for me to actually play, like, game we're gonna play together, or... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there it is. I was worried that was getting me, but I just didn't talk quite loud enough for the filter when I did the test. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, so why does talking to NPCs just not you but not combat?
Vidofnir!
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Have care, dragon. or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hrisvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed? 'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Hands! What? Oh, so Glamour, you go somewhere, set up your plates, and you can just turn them on and off whenever.
Yeah, you go to the end.
I feel like that's the halfway between what I want and how things work, but okay. Or I just kind of wish you just put things straight in the plates wherever you're at. Like, I feel like there's no reason to make Ready to the End an environment. Wait, is it any end or is it like capital cities?
Capital cities. There's not really ends outside of capital cities.
Oh. Wow. Alright. Hey, if you need a place to stay, you have to live in, like, a capital. No rural towns have sleeping rooms. What a world. I'm assuming the fact that the characters that taking on a primal, going to be another dungeon here soon. Oh good, there's nothing stopping me from attuning to this Aether Stone, despite the fact that story-wise I'm technically not supposed to be in here yet. Because the dragon's like guarding the door and more. Chocobo summoning stone, that's...